Hey playa, when it comes to connecting with and talking to your crush, having your school closed down and getting quarantined was the worst possible thing. It created space and distance between the two of you that has only hurt your chances with them. But there is a silver lining to it all. There is something you can take away from getting quarantined and having space away from your crush. I'm going to share what that is right after this.
This is the Josh Speaks, you're watching the Josh Speak.
For those of you that are new here, my name is Josh, and every single week I make videos sharing tips, ideas, and stories teaching you how to be your best self. So if you want to learn and grow, hit the subscribe button and make sure to click on the notification bell. Picture this, every single time you'd go to school, you'd see your crush in person, whether it's in the hallway, on your campus, in your classroom, and you always had the option to talk to them if you wanted to, but you just couldn't really work up the courage to, or you didn't know what to talk about, or you just felt like you weren't good enough to approach them. Well, all that's kind of changed now. Your whole demeanor, your whole approach has changed because you have this huge block of time before you're going to see them again. Getting quarantined has put a lot of relationships and potential relationships on hold. If you were someone that was building momentum with your crush, you've probably seen that flatline now and things have kind of gone back to square one. But for those of you that were in the friend zone, that got rejected, that just couldn't work up the courage to talk to them the first time, this is your opportunity to redeem yourself. Having this time to yourself is going to give you the opportunity to work on building up the skills that maybe you didn't have before. So I want to walk you through 3 things you should be doing while you're here in quarantine before you go back to school. Number 1, practice talking to people that you're less intimidated by. Look, I know talking to your crush can be scary sometimes. It's hard to form sentences or find things to talk about. So the best way is to practice with people that you're less intimidated by. People that you maybe are attracted to or want to get to know, but you don't have that blockage that you might have when it comes to talking to your crush. Think about it like this. If you had so much trouble before starting a conversation or keeping it going with the person that you liked, why wouldn't you take time to practice talking to other people? Learn about how to maintain conversations, how to get conversations going, how to find interesting things to talk about. Do that with other people that you can actually practice on. So if it doesn't work out with them, you can move on to someone else. You can practice with someone else, leading up to you eventually talking to your crush when you feel more confident. Granted, the situation's a little bit different now, so you have no choice but to start those conversations over text. But what I want you to do is to pick 5 people that you're interested in, that you want to learn a little bit more about, maybe you're even attracted to, and start talking to them. Start working on asking questions, learning more about them, get into the habit of having conversations like that. Number 2, take up a new skill or hobby, something you can work on perfecting during this quarantine period. So when you do finally get out of it, you have a journey that you could share with your crush when you start talking to them. Maybe you want to learn how to play an instrument or do magic tricks. Whatever it is you're interested in, dive deeper into it, because as you do that, you're going to work on building that confidence. And that confidence is something that's going to totally shine when it comes to talking to your crush. You can walk them through your journey of learning, and that's something that's actually gonna catch their attention because they're gonna see that you're someone that believes in themselves, and that's gonna be a huge piece going forward coming out of this quarantine. And number 3, the most important thing for you to do is to look at this time as a reset. Maybe before all of this happened, you were friend zoned or you ended things awkwardly with your crush. Well, having this time away is going to allow you to really work on being your best self so that when you do reapproach your crush, they'll see how much you've learned and grown, how much you've really changed as a person in a positive way. A lot of people are going to go right back into school and do the exact same things, make the exact same mistakes they made before, and they don't usually have this time to sit back, reflect, and change their behavior. Well, use this time wisely. This is your chance to actually do that. Look, I want you to know that deep down inside, you already have the skills to be somebody great. And it's not always easy to show that and to carry that forward when you interact with people that you like. It's intimidating and scary, but I want you to work on putting your confidence on display. Use this time to practice the 3 things I mentioned so that when you finally see your crush, you can walk up to them and say, "Hey, I think you're pretty cute. What are you doing on Friday? The 2 of us should go out." What do you think though? Before the quarantine and all of this went down, where did you stand with your crush? Were you in a good place, a bad place, or a more neutral place? Leave your comments down below and we'll talk about it. what I want you to do next is to check out the playlist over there on the side. That's going to have a bunch of my videos on texting and talking to people during this quarantine. That's really going to be helpful for you, as well as my 20 icebreaker conversation starters, which is a whole list of different conversation topics you can start including in conversations. So check out those 2 resources. They're going to be super helpful for you in bringing up your texting game and dealing with this whole crisis. Guys, we're in this together, and I'll catch you next time. As always, love and peace.